During the time of isolation, the dwarf guilds cut off from other human planets and external supplies as they were forced to defend themselves and to develop their own technology. This included reinventing spacecraft, advanced weaponry, and other complex technology. Also, much of the civilian equipment had to be converted into efficient war gear. Another issue was maintaining and keeping their life support systems and hydroponic tanks running as they needed for their air, heat, and food supply. Achieving these objectives was helped by the very nature of the dwarf population. The tough miners knew how to exploit the resources at their disposal. They were thus able to rapidly come up with alternative technologies to replace the ones that were no longer available from Earth. Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Greg. Just want to wish you all a happy new year, a happy 2024, and I'm hoping the best for all of you. And thanks again for tuning in to the channel. We got something a little different today, yet going on a theme that we've been working on. We've been building this dwarf guild army from one-page rules, slowly but surely gathering our forces and painting. And today we are going to do an old school kitbash. So despite the fact that I love to 3D print things, I still like to buy the old school plastic sprues on occasion. I love to engage in the wonderful art of poorhammer. I love to take toys and kitbash them into something cool, something unique, something that nobody else has. And today I have a few kits that I'm going to combine to make a dwarven sci-fi tank. And I have the first thing here is this little construction toy from the Dollar Tree here in the States. I believe many other countries kind of have their own version of that. I believe in the UK they have the Pound Town. In Britain they have something with a yeah. Just comment below on what your dollar store is in your part of the world. Let's all be poor together. And so yes, I have this little construction vehicle, and I'm taking apart some of these wheels. I have some other wheels that I pulled out of my little stash, my little parts, my little bits bin. And I believe that the second wheels are also from the Dollar Tree. If you're in the States, they're from these Final Faction toys, which if you're familiar, they're really cool for sci-fi kitbash. And then the other thing I have is this little German plastic tank kit that I bought off of AliExpress or Wish or Temu, one of these cheap online fake Amazons. And I believe I got this thing for like $2, and I'm busting into this. It's got a lot of cool little parts, which I'm going to sort of super glue and build portions of the tank in order to make something really cool. And there are all these little unique little bits, but they have some sort of little plastic like pegs and stuff that are on there. So I'm just using my clippers to clip those pieces off. And some of the places too on this cheap plastic, I'm using a little file, which you see up in the top right of the screen there, to just rough up the surface, because sometimes the super glue can have a little trouble sticking to like that smooth cheap plastic. But just a little scrub with a file will solve that problem and make the glue stick like gangbusters. And here I am just taking a little piece to hoist this little guy up while I glue these wheels that I have put together, and we have formed sort of the body of the kitbash. And for me, I think one of my favorite things about kitbashing is really not going into it with a plan and just kind of letting things naturally form. And here you see I've put a little tank piece on the back here, almost like a spoiler on there. And yeah, you know, paint schemes are something that you should plan. But for me, I don't know, the kitbash is kind of like feeling the spirit of it. I know it sounds kind of like a little bit of hippy dippy, going with your intuition, but I think it's a great little exercise in creativity, and I think that's why I like to do this so much. And so now I've just glued this little, like the tank turret on here, which has some nice little angles and some nice greebles on it. Here I have this another one of these Dollar Tree Final Faction pieces that have these cool little like vent wing like drone pieces, and I use them on all sorts of kit bashes. Whenever I see these in Dollar Tree, I just buy the whole stash and throw it into my bits box, and just for the perfect little sci-fi greeble that would be really hard to recreate with, you know, normal hobby tools. And now I'm just getting into the greebling. I'm finding some of the spaces that are a little bit too open, and I'm starting to add little pieces here and there to create a convincing science fiction dwarf tank. And here is my little bits box, a mixture of plastic toy pieces, leftover sprues, 3D printed parts that didn't make it, and just searching for some stuff that gives me the little light bulb, that gives me the little feeling, you know, hey, this would be cool. And I think it's cool to just grab a handful of stuff while you're doing the kit bash, a few things that so you can kind of try little pieces out, try little things out. But primarily I'm trying to use this tank, and I'm going to kind of like do some of the finishing touches with some of the pieces from my bits box. And I think too, like the bits box is sort of, it's just, you know, like I don't like to use the term pile of shame. You know, I like that the golden chest of opportunity, cornucopia of opportunity. But also my OCD sometimes twangs at me, and I'm like, too many things gathering in the box. You know, need to do a kit bash, need to make something cool. And you know, I like to have in my armies, you know, like I've mentioned before, I like to have some sort of unique, at least one unique piece in each one of my armies. And eventually we are gonna start doing some battle reports on this channel, and you will get to see some of these cool kit bashes and stuff. So some a lot of different things. We're working on some battle reports. There's going to be some more Mordheim videos coming down the line in 2024 because you guys really, you know, like those. We're going to try not to shill too hard on YouTube here, but hey, if you like it. If you want to see more, do that, subscribe. Or what are the YouTuber people like the Logan Pauls and stuff? They're like, smash that like button, yes. So that's my South Park, smash the like. I gotta get my cred. So but yeah, speaking about the battle reports and everything, comment below if you watch the channel, what kind of stuff do you want to see in the future here. And you know, thanks for all those who have tuned in, so to speak, because this kind of is like, this is just marks my first year on the tube of you. So yes, I've taken another Final Faction toy. You saw me saw a little piece off of it with my little baby saw, and I've glued that up on top as the turret for our tank. And then I also put a little, you'll see the little blue piece, that's a little 3D printed turret that is actually from the one-page rules Dwarf Guild, so another cool way to tie the aesthetic of my kitbash piece in with my 3D printed army. And more little final faction plastic pieces here that I'm sort of tearing up with my hobby clips over here, and I'm starting to build this little piece. And my idea is I'm building like a little communications array, like a little satellite, way to communicate with the mothership. And I glued a piece on top there, and I've created this little satellite guy, and also made from those Final Faction pieces, and it looks really cool. And you see on the side of my desk too before that I had a little bit of baking soda, and I use that sometimes for the super glue. If you put super glue on one piece of the your bottle, what you're trying to glue, and sprinkle a little super glue very quickly and kind of like smash it together, there's a reaction that happens that kind of instantly sets the piece. You could also use that spray paint or not spray paint, super glue activator. I've tried that before. I tend to just like glue my fingers together all the time. But yeah, so our piece is coming together slowly but surely, and there's that awesome moment where we prime that bad boy, and that's always everybody's kind of favorite moment in a piece usually. And here we are doing our speed paint scheme. That's why here's the speed paints that we're using, and you can watch the other videos that I've posted on the Star Dwarfs here, the Dwarf Guilds. There is a more we're gonna do the little magic YouTube instant paint thing. Ding 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 ding. Here we go. Let me charge it up. Bing. There we go. Awesome. And yeah, so there you have it. But check out the other videos on the Dwarf Guilds. There's a more intricate way to do this paint job, but I just didn't want to repeat myself too much today. But so yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Click the like, click the subscribe, smash the like button. And that's our kitbash, and we're gonna close it out with everything that you guys love. That we're gonna roll that beautiful bean footage.